Hello once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of, well, what do you think it is? Three-Wave Capture! Yes, we're doing yet another episode of Three-Wave Capture and checking out the next episode of this whole adventure. Who would have guessed this one? Anyway, this episode comes to us from Symbicol Gummies. That's Symbicol Gummies. When you want some gummies, stuff them in your mouth and chew them. Yes. Okay, so with our sponsor out of the way, let's get to the actual map, which is Vertigo by MIDI-Guy. What an amazing name. What an amazing level. What an amazing idea. This is going to be horrible. Why? Because this happens to be the largest of all the Capture the Flag maps. This is the one that's probably going to be the most tiring. So far, the even-numbered levels have been usually relatively bad levels, and I've had bad experiences with them, so I'm kind of nervous with this one, especially, as said, because it's the biggest. By quite a bit, actually. So, needless to say, it's going to be tiresome, perhaps, to get through it, though the Ancient Grounds had a relatively large file size, and that one wasn't too bad, so who knows, maybe it actually won't be too bad. I guess we'll see. Anyway, this one's made by Dale MIDI-Guy, Berlota, who's basically made two levels before. He's made Hellhole, which was a really pointless level. It just had like a round ring in the middle and like otherwise was kind of pointless. He also created 5150, which is a relatively fancy level with a bunch of weird little platforms and architecture everywhere, but is relatively small. I wouldn't think of that as a really large mission either. So rather weird to see him make a map that's nearly on size with some of the biggest maps that we've seen. It's not as big as the biggest maps. I think that's like 1570 and this is like 1530 kilobytes, so it's still not as big as some of the stuff we've seen, though it's definitely up there. Anyway, let's load this thing up, see what exactly we're in for, see how tiresome of a thing this is going to be. Like I said, I'm hoping this is actually going to be better. The good news is, since the days of when I did CTF4, I wasn't that experienced with the grappling hook. I still don't think I really am. I fling myself around like crazy if you haven't noticed. But at the same time, I am at least understanding somewhat of the mechanics of it now, and am able to nudge my way around by pressing space and various things like that. So needless to say, it is at least a little bit better of an experience and whatnot. Still, I really didn't like that map. The symmetrical design, the overall length of it, yeah, it wasn't a good one. So hopefully this one's better. I'm not sure how it's going to be. CT sets. Let's actually switch to team play mode before I forget, because you know I'm otherwise going to forget and start the whole thing, and then we're going to have to swap over. Okay, so let's see here. CTF sets. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. So, we're getting ramps. Definitely. There's lots of ramps. I like ramps, I guess. They mean we could get to upper floors without needing to use something complex like the grappling hook. So, as you see, it's Vertigo. Actually, wait a minute. Vertigo? I could have sworn I saw a different name in the documentation now that I think about it. I completely nearly forgot. But I'm pretty sure the documentation had a different name for this level. I don't think it was Vertigo. No, it's Vertigo. Okay, I thought I was seeing something different, but apparently the only difference is that I didn't have the Vertigo by MIDI-Guy. It just had Vertigo. So it's a bit weirder of a name title, of course. But of course it does make sense that he would include his credits, because otherwise how are you going to know unless you looked at the documentation included with the file? And who normally looks at documentation? Oh wait, now I forgot to do the team play values. Of course, plaything. There we are. Swap between the blue and red base. Let's turn off our music because we don't need that going on in the background. And that is how I got inspired by the Yeti sounds. Okay, so let's see here. We got lots of 25 healths. Like there's 25 healths everywhere. 2 here, 2 over here, 1 over there, 1 way over in the corner over there. We got health everywhere. And we also got health over there, health over there. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on health, needless to say. We also got some shell boxes. There's like shell boxes scattered literally everywhere in this little area. So, yeah. Here's some haste. That's gonna shoot faster and make it really annoying whenever I try and shoot anything because he'll growl really, really loudly. Okay. What? Oh god, this is an elevator. I didn't realize that. I didn't want to get on the elevator just yet. Okay, so we got a double-barreled shotgun. And here's a nail gun this side. Ooh, convenient. That way we at least got a couple guns. But the question is, where are the other guns? And also, where's this elevator lead? Stupid questions I must ask myself. Let's see here. We got a tunnel that seems to lead to something interesting. I have no idea how this level's chaining up with itself. It seems like a weird sewer complex. Please don't tell me this is a really confusing map, which would explain the name Vertigo. I think this is going to involve a lot of wind tunnels. I'm getting that vibe, people, mainly based on these things. Yeah, that and the idea of it being sewers, that sounds very wind tunnel-y. So somehow I imagine this is the big wind tunnel level. We'll see, though. There doesn't seem to be much more on this floor. I really should get going and explore some areas, shouldn't I? Let's see what's in here. This is just a little ammo area. Okay. So yeah, you just contain some ammo in here. Mostly just a grenade launcher. Other than that, it's pretty much useless. Up here's an upper floor of this whole base, where the super nail gun is. And the actual flag itself. Convenient. That way I know where to claim the enemy flag. Okay, as you see, lots of resources. In fact, we have all the guns already, but the rocket launcher and if the Thunderbolt exists on this map. I mean, I imagine it could. It seems like most of these maps have had a Thunderbolt, so yeah, we've gotten most of the guns already. And we just kind of started. Seems like, yeah, this base is going to have, like, all the guns. Kind of like last time. The base has most of the guns, and then we just find whatever else is, like, thrown about in the middle area. Maybe, like, a quad damage again or something. Maybe it'll be, like, a similar idea to what we had last time. I guess we'll have to see. There seems to be a bunch of raptors around here, but it doesn't look like there's anything on top of them. It doesn't even look like it can fit up there, so it's just a bunch of decoration, sadly. Not to really, like, have, like, a massive battle up there, sadly, because, yeah, it could be interesting, have little raptor battles. Let's see here. Here's a light fixture. Can I shoot it? Nothing. Shut up! Yeah, that sound effect is way too long. I wonder if they eventually changed it, because it's a rather annoying sound effect. I really have to admit, that's the worst part of getting haste. Haste is probably one of the best runes to get, because the quad damage and pentagram runes you can get by the retrospective power-ups and thus combine both. But haste, you never get. You can never get a power-up that's like haste. So needless to say, you're kind of at an advantage by getting haste. Especially since you basically cause extra damage by using haste anyway. So what's the point of the quad damage one? So, and the benefit of, say, like haste would be you could spam like a bunch of grenades in one area. Or something like that, and just make it really, really freaking lethal for everyone else. But yeah, seeing like it-based lights and lots of weird textures, you could definitely see there's no real consistent level theme with most of these. Like they're like thrown everywhere, like random textures. My hand's feeling funny suddenly. That's weird. That's not good. My hand's becoming a claw. My hands is reverting back to amoeba form. Amidst playthrough, people. I'm trying to play. But it's hard to play when my hand's acting up suddenly. You know, I haven't really made much progress on this map. Let's see here. What's this lead to? A teleporter. Huh. You find yourself with a random teleporter and some lava. Last time around, the lava led to some goodies. I didn't know it until I actually played GLQuake because I don't like dropping in lava. Because, you know, then we have to replay the entire thing. So I tend to avoid lava unless I know there's something in there. Or if I'm looking for secrets. And happen to know the secrets in the level and haven't found them anywhere else. But yeah, we have two teleporters here. I'm not sure where they lead. They're tempting. But we also have the wind tunnels. See, really, that seems like the whole area, actually. It seems like most of this area is all one self-contained base. We have two teleporters, and then we have a central wind tunnel. Interesting, interesting. I wonder how this is all connecting up. As you see, there's 2 wind tunnels here. One's going to allow you to go up, one's allowing you to go down, I'm assuming. So I assume if I jump up here, we head up. Makes sense. And here's 2 more teleporters. Maybe these are like the opposite sides to the other teleporters. We'll have to see in a moment. Let's drop down. Ow! As you see, this is the wind tunnel thing. Yeah, not really much, is it? We go in here, and there's a teleporter. And yes, indeed, basically all this, therefore, is really one self-contained area. The only way in and out of these bases, therefore, is by this one teleporter area. You can bypass the wind tunnel, at least. But there's really nothing more to it. You have your teleporters. You have your base. But yeah, really, it's all one self-contained base area. Okay. So, where is, like, the middle area? Is there a middle area in this one? Or is there just going to be, like, it leads right to the other base? Because this felt like a relatively large base. Okay, where's this lead? Random double-barreled shotgun, random this. And Sign of Hades! Yes, a blood-painted pentagram door. Always a great thing to go through. Hello, everybody! Anyone want to kill me? No. Well, this place is boring. Then again, what did I expect from a capture the flag map? Oh, I'm opening doors! I don't know what they do, but I'm opening them. I seem to be in some sort of, like, basey area. I have no idea where in God's name I am, actually. It's like doors here, there's doors there, there's doors everywhere. Ooh, a rocket launcher. I can approve of that. Okay, this seems to be like the central area, whereby you get like a rocket launcher on this side, some armor on this side, and okay, now I'm getting really confused. This is quickly becoming confusing to me. People. Yeah, this is not exactly going too well, people, for me. Let's see here. We have like this wall here, some water down there. We have chaos everywhere. Not good, people. Let's see here. Let's see if we can figure out based on this one. Because I'm trying to get some sort of orientation to this bloody place. I already have a rune. Yes, I do. So we have a button here. We have some doors here. I don't even know what the button does. Maybe it opens this locked door. I am getting so confused, people. This map is getting all over the place. Okay, blue base. Blue base. Hooray! Okay, the blue base is very different from the red base in the fact that it actually interconnects with the lava area. That's weird. You would have thought it would be more symmetrical in design, but instead, I mean, you have the wind tunnel area, but this one actually has ways out of it that isn't just that. That seems a bit unfair. So the red base, you only have one way in and out, and otherwise you get pinned. The blue base, meanwhile, you get this whole area whereby you get the ability to get ways out. Maybe you get less guns in this one? I mean, I am seeing less shells scattered about everywhere. So this one you get a super nail gun. And a regular nail gun. And here's the grenade launchers, so much for that idea. So I'm not really sure why I'd want to be on the red team over the blue team. It feels like the blue team is a bit better, honestly. I mean, you have more ways in and out of the blue base. You may have less shell pickups, but honestly, who in God's name cares about shells? I care more about the rocket launcher, especially since I have stuff like haste and quad power-ups and all that. So needless to say, I think I'd rather be on the blue base than the red base. Being on the blue base sounds pretty terrible. So yeah, this is the opposite side of the water area, as you see. So basically the blue base gets all of this. The ability to have the water area, the ability to have this little lava area, though that's probably a bad idea. You know, lava is never a good sign, because that means you can hurt yourself. What does this lead to? This leads to a teleport. Oh god, oh god, oh god! This leads to a quad damage. Even more beneficial. Remember, people, this is all closer to the blue base side. And then this is really close to the red base side. To get to red base, you have to climb up the staircase and all that, past all these useless areas. Like I said, I really feel like it's horribly, horribly imbalanced. Even with the evil nail trap of death. Okay. Where am I going? I'm getting scatterbrained. I think my brain kind of got scared Because I got attacked by a freaking nail gun. Of death! Let's see here. We can do something. We just need to find my way around. You know what I haven't seen? Where the wind tunnel actually leads up there. That, and I'm curious about the water. Let's check out the water first. I have the flag that will allow me to actually light things up a little bit better. Which is good. That way in case I need to see in the darkness. Okay, this waterway actually seems pretty useless so far. What's that's a rocket launcher in the water over there? No, it's a grenade launcher. Seriously, who would ever want the grenade launcher when you have one in your base? Here would be like a horrible area to try and throw it. There's like no way to really throw it besides in the water, which would easily hurt you. Needless to say, why in God's name would you ever go after this grenade launcher unless you really got lost? Maybe that, or you're trying to capture things in the base. I mean, you could like use, whatchamacallit, you could use the grappling hook to get out of there. What the? I found a level exit, everybody! There's a level exit on this level. Wow. There's actually a bloody level exit. I think this is the first time I've seen a level exit in a Capture the Flag map, people. Every other one of these hasn't had a level exit. Okay, I'm not replaying the entire freaking level because I didn't go up one wind tunnel. You know, I didn't think that was the bloody exit. No other map has had an exit. So that is very, very weird, people. I'm just gonna go this way around, check out that middle area, and then we're calling it a day, I think. I think this basically clarifies this map. No, not this one. The bigger wind tunnel's the one up. Let's see, and there's some rafters up there too. Also, it doesn't look like this really leads much of anywhere, does it? Yeah, it's like these wind tunnels kind of lead to this little area with the rafters. Is there anything on the rafters themselves? No, these are just kind of rafters. They're here to be rafters. Well, that was worthless. Okay, plan B. You drop into the water whereby you have the grenade launcher and all that. So yeah, basically that's the whole idea. You have the wind tunnel which kind of cycles around. So here it's a bit more of a pain to get out in a way. Because one way you have death by lava and the other way is kind of lower. You have to like almost use the grappling hook around. While the other way you have the ability to easily teleport from multiple sides. And have the ability to have the wind tunnel in the middle. So I guess it does make sense. It has a different balance in regards to how you get in and out of the map. Anyway, I'm assuming this would lead to CTF 7. I have no idea. But that's definitely interesting. If you try and shoot towards this... Wait, how did I exit the map? Last time around when I did this, I exited the map with it. Did I have to like hit the sky? No? How in God's name did I exit the map? You saw it, people. You saw me exit the map. I didn't do anything weird. I just stood around here. Shut. You seeing anything? Was there like one individual spot or something that I somehow managed to hit? Maybe it wasn't like intended, but it was like set up so that way you could exit like the level. It was like set somewhere where people weren't expected to normally go. And I somehow bumped it. I have no idea exactly where it is. I think I'll have to like look after this and look at like the map file. But yeah, rather interesting. There definitely seems to be some sort of change level because I was able to exit the level and well, I didn't really accomplish anything, you know. I didn't even get any frag limits this time, and honestly I don't have anything set up for frag limits. I try and keep it limited so it doesn't change levels on me unless I wanted to. But yeah, that's beside the point. Rather interesting. Anyway, thank you all for watching as usual. It's been an adventure. Like I said, this level is rather chaotic. It doesn't seem too bad. I didn't really see anything that was really bad about this level. It just was also a pretty meh level. It was kind of like very chaotic to navigate around. And yeah, I didn't really see anything here that really drew me in. But at the same time, I don't really see it being a really bad level either. I'm not really seeing anything that was really that horrible about it. It just, I guess you could say, a bit different because all the different weird ways that each base has to kind of get around. But it works, I guess. Anyway, thank you all for watching. It's been an adventure, and I shall see you all, well, next time.